Hi, learning coaches and students. My name is Natalie Seitler. I'm our primary administrator for ELA. What I want to talk to you today about is our CHAMP checkpoints. Okay, so I know you're starting GCA just a little bit late. I know some of you got in on the first couple of weeks and some of you are coming in over the next few weeks. So what we wanted to have available to you was some information, some resources for you, for your students, to make sure that they have everything that they need to continue on at GCA. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to walk through a CHAMP checkpoint and go and explain exactly what they are, how you can access them, and why we have them here. All right, so when you log into your courses, all right, your home screen, your teacher's home screen will look a little different than this. But once you get into your course, right, you can go to the modules. And the very first module that you're going to see is our CHAMP checkpoint. And this module is just required for students who start after 8/16. So you can see the first week we have here is the week of 8/16. All right, I'm going to show you our CHAMP checkpoint directions. Like I said, this is really just information and resources for you based on what we've already covered in class. We want to make sure your student has access to all that information. All right. The purpose of this module, like it says, is to provide support and instruction for students who missed any previous weeks before starting classes at GCA. All right, it's going to make sure that your students are prepared and ready to continue with the current assignments and classes. All right, so that's our CHAMP checkpoint directions. And like I said, you see the first week is the week of 8/16/2021. So if you have started after this week, then this will be where you pick up on the CHAMP checkpoint. Every week you'll see a practice page. If you click on this practice page, it'll tell you the modules that you need to complete for that week. Some of these modules are really long, all right? So don't feel like you have to complete every page of every lesson. You can review as much as you feel that your child needs and then move on with that. All right, so let's look at what that looks like and where to find that. So you say on the practice, I see module 1.03. Well, the one thing I want you to remember is that we're looking at the week of 8/16/2021. All right, so if you see this right here, maybe you start August the 23rd. All right, this is your current week, I should say. So all of these daily practice and modules are for your current week. So we're going to find the week of 8/16, and this is how you'll look every week after that. So we'll scroll down to find the week of 8/16. Here it is. And you can see that right here is module 1.03. All right. So if you click on 1.03, you can open the module and you can see that this module is 21 pages. It's definitely a little bit longer, but you can scroll through using this green arrow. What we want you to make sure that you have access to is all the information that we have already learned, like I said. So if you're scrolling through, you can kind of look through with your student, go through these modules. I'm going to kind of cheat and go to the very end really quickly, because you can see at the end of the module, it'll tell you that we have a quiz that you can complete. All right, now in the CHAMP checkpoint, none of the assignments that are up here are actually graded assignments. You will be exempt from any graded assignments that happen prior to your start date. So anything that you see up here in the CHAMP checkpoint is just going to be a practice quiz. So in the practice modules, you'll see that one of the modules is 1.04. All right, if we go to module 1.04, like I said, we're going back to week 8/16. If you see module 1.04 here, you can click on the module, go through as much of it as your student needs. And then, like I said, on the very last page, you'll see that they have a quiz that they're going to complete. All right. If we go back up, I'm going to go back to the CHAMP checkpoint module because you'll see the quiz here, quiz 1.04. All right. You can open that up, take that quiz. Like I said, it is just a practice quiz, but it will give your students some familiarity with the Canvas quizzes and also allow you to kind of gauge their mastery of the standard that was in that lesson that they just completed. So not every one of the modules will have a quiz up here. We do take some of them for a grade. So this is just a practice quiz here. You'll see as you look through the modules that there are some actual graded assignments and they're actually marked graded. So that's how you'll be able to tell the difference between the practice and the graded quizzes. One more thing, just very quickly, that I want to make sure that you understand is that this is not to replace the module that you're working in for the week. So if you're starting August 23rd, I want you to do the week of August 23rd first. If you have some extra time on Monday or Tuesday or even later in the week, that's when we would like for you to come back up to the champ checkpoint and work on the things that you have missed. Do not feel like this is something that they have to do before they can start on the current week's information. All right, this is just some practice they can go back and look at whenever you need them to, whenever you have some time. It is something we want them to complete, but don't feel like they have to sit there, you know, the first day they're in class and complete all of this extra practice. It is just that, it's practice, and we want it to be there for you as a resource, and we want the students to complete it, but we want to make sure that they're focusing on their current week's information first. All right, that kind of goes through our champ checkpoints. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you so much and welcome to GCA.